All right, so now that you guys have some time to work on, I'm going to go over some questions that you all might have questions on. So make sure you're paying attention and you're following along. So the first one says was number 4, where it said Tyrone observed a caterpillar that crawled 2 feet in 1 minute. How many inches did the caterpillar crawl during that minute? So this is similar to the question that we worked on our warm-up. So we know that there are 2 feet and in 1 minute. That's how far he crawled in 1 minute. All right, and we know that in 1 foot rather, that there are 12 inches. So, in order for us to find out how many feet there are in, how many inches there are in 2 feet, we have to multiply. So we know that the relationship between the 1 and the 2 is that 1 times 2 will give us the 2. So we know 12 times 2 will give us 24. So we just found that there are 24 inches in 2 feet. So this caterpillar traveled 24 inches in 1 minute. And that's all we're doing for number 4. So make sure you follow along and understood how to do that problem. All right, looking at number 6, says Giovanni is visiting his grandmother who lives in an apartment building on the 25th floor. Giovanni enters the elevator in the lobby, which is the first floor in the building. The elevator stops on the 16th floor. What is the percentage of floors of the 25 floors does Giovanni have left to reach his grandmother's? So he's traveled up to the 16th floor. So he still has to go up the 17th floor, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 2nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he still has to travel up 9 floors. And there's a total of 25 floors. So we're trying to find the percent of this, so we're going to do that equals the percent over 100. We don't know what the percent is, so we have to solve for this missing variable. So we're going to do 5 times 4, which equals 100, because 25 is a factor of 100, and 25 goes in 100 4 times. So we're going to multiply the bottom by 4 and multiply the top by 4. So we'll find out that the percentage is 36%. So that's the percent of stairs that Giovanni has traveled up. All right, the next one I'm going to go over is number 8. So Mr. Copper's class has a female to male ratio of 3 to 2. Mr. Copper's class has 18 girls. How many boys does it have? So we're going to do this the same way we worked on our warm-up. So male to female, and the ratio is 3 to 2. Make our chart. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And now we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So the question says, when there are 18 girls, so right here, females, 18 girls, how many boys were there? And there were 12 boys. So 12 boys is the answer. So it says, Miss Green's class has the same number of students as Mr. Copper's. So if we know that there's 18 girls and there's 12 boys, we know that the total amount is going to be 30 total students. So we just found that Miss Green's class has a total of 30 students, and they have the same ratio. They have a female to male ratio of 2 to 1. So female to male. And we want to know which class has the greatest number of females. So we're going to go for 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're going to do our total to find out, because we have to have a matching total of 30 total students. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So now we found the 30 total, just like we have the 30 total here. So we have 30 total students, there are 20 girls. So we know that 20 girls is greater than 18 girls. So Miss Green's class has the most amount of girls. So Miss Green's class has the most amount of girls because there are 20 girls in Miss Green's class and only 18 in Mr. Copper's. Alright, number 11 asks us to use the recipe. So the recipe tells us that the question says how many cups of sugar are needed for 1 egg. So we're measuring sugar to eggs. And we know that the recipe tells us that there are 2 cups of sugar to 4 eggs. So we're simply going to divide 2 by 4. And when we do 2 by 4, we're going to get 0.5 eggs per cups of sugar. That's all we're doing for number 11. Alright, number 13 tells us how many centimeters are in 8 feet. And they tell us that that 1 inch equals 2.54. So we're going to have to convert this one. We're going to have to convert this one into inches first. So we know that 12 inches is 1 foot. And we know that we don't know how many inches that makes if there is 8 feet. So we're going to do 1 times 8 equals 8 because the relation between the 1 and the 8 is times 8. So we multiply the top by 8. So that means x equals 96 inches. So now that we have it in inches, we can go ahead and multiply because 1 inch. So if 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters, we need to find out how much 96 inches equals. So we're simply going to cross multiply. We're going to loop multiply and divide. So we're going to do 96 times 2.54. And we're going to get 243.84. And when we divide that by 1, we're going to get the same thing. So 243.84 centimeters is your answer. Alright, and the last question. So it says fashion designers are trying to decide on the right shade of new line of jeans. They have several bottles, and they have the mixture. So you all have a picture of the mixtures. So on the first mixture, it has, so we're gonna go with white color, white mixer to blue mixer. So on the first one, the white mixer to blue mixer is 2/3 for mix A, and for mix B, it is 3/4. So I want to know if these two are the same, if they're going to make the same color. So we have to see if they're equivalent. So we have to see if 2/3 is equal to 3/4. So we cross multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 2 is 8. And we know that 8 and 9 are not equal. So that means that these are not equivalent. Meaning that these two colors are not going to produce the same color. And the last one wants to know when will we get a total of 40 liters if we continue the pattern. So we have our chart, and we have blue color, we have white color, and we have total, and we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here we're going to have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then the totals we're going to have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So when we have a total of 40, we're going to have 25 liters of blue. So 25 liters of blue. Alright, so those are all the questions I'm going to go ahead and go over. Hopefully you all got the questions that you needed answered, taken care of, so that you all are up to speed. Make sure that for your homework that you are studying the study guide because you will be taking your unit test tomorrow. And I expect you all to be on your best behavior at all times because you never know where I'm going to pop up at and if I'm watching. So make sure that you're doing your work, you're following along. And for the rest of the period, if there's time, make sure you go over and you just start studying all of your notes because like I said, you're going to be taking your unit test tomorrow.